Fuck, this thing's cool. Guys, check out what just arrived. Pop Culture Shocks, Mortal Kombat 9, Scorpion Bust. This is the exclusive. And holy shit, guys, I haven't been able to stop looking at this thing since I took it out of the box. Honestly, the detail and the sculpt is insane. You have to see this in person. It's just too cool. From what I understand, Jerry Macaluso, owner of Pop Culture Shock, actually sculpted this himself. And talk about skills, man. Jerry, if you're watching this, amazing. Amazing. You did an awesome job, buddy. I can't get enough of this thing. Like, every time I look at it, there's just more stuff to look at. Look at all the detail in that head sculpt. In the grill, in the face, in the chest armor. It's just awesome. It's just too cool. Let me get in close here. Show you some of the detail in the face. The eyes, very well done. They got that wicked whiteout effect. Scorpion's dead eye look. But look at all the detail in this mask. Look at that. Side profile looks awesome. I know I keep saying awesome, but I don't have any other words to describe this thing. Detail in the head sculpt here. Look at this. Wow. You know, I have both of Pop Culture Shock's Sub-Zero life-size busts. Both the exclusives actually the Sideshow version and the Pop Culture Shock exclusive version. And I gotta say, I'm actually digging this one a hell of a lot more. And it's not that the Sub-Zero ones are any less. There's so much more detail with this versus the Sub-Zero ones, and I think that's more owed to the design of the character, which is kind of a weird thing to me, because when I first saw the designs for the MK9 Scorpion in the game, like I wasn't crazy about the design, to be honest. It's one of the first Scorpion designs I wasn't crazy about because it looked busy. There was just too much going on there, and in the chest, and the costume overall looked extremely busy and cluttered. But now that I have this in front of me as a 3D sculpt, I gotta say, the detail is just off the charts. I actually like this more than the Sub-Zero ones now, and the Sub-Zero designs I actually preferred over this in the game. So, amazing job. I mean, that's just, you know, what skills like Jerry's does when you apply it to something like this. This is just nuts. Absolutely love it. The paint application is top notch, as usual from Pop Culture Shock. It's all very well done. No paint slop anywhere, no runs, none of that kind of shit. It's just really well done. Look. The eyes have a cool, like, red kind of underlay, or kind of around the edges. It's kind of got a red overspray to kind of go along with that white. His skin tone's a little pinkish or reddish. He looks like he's got a tan, but I mean, that's actually how it was in the game, if you look at it. And it kind of makes sense. He's from hell. It might make sense he has a tan, right? But very, very cool. Let me set this down. I'll show you how the face comes off. The face comes off just like Sub-Zero's, or the Sub-Zero bust, I should say. But I find the system for this, or the way they position the magnets on this bust, a lot more convenient to take the mask on and off, just based on where they place them. So you just grab it like this, make sure it's even pressure on all sides. And you got one big magnet right in the center of his forehead and one right at the bottom of his chin now. So it kind of just slides in, whereas the Sub-Zero bust, you had square pegs on either side here that you kind of had to, you know, like wiggle around to try to find them to slide in. But here's the back of the mask. And very simple. This is the battery compartment, obviously. This is the only little nitpick I have with this piece, and it's not a big one, but they used black electrical tape to cover the back of the LED eyes instead of just, I don't know, covering it with, it looks like a plate of some kind was supposed to go here, because this is all flat, or sculpted to have something slide in there, it looks like. But instead I just got this electrical tape put on it to cover it instead. So it kind of looks a little sloppy. Compared to the Sub-Zero bust, it would have been nicer if that came a little tidier in there. But it's not a big deal because it's inside the head. You'll never see it anyway unless you take off the mask. So whatever, it's hidden. But like I said, I would have preferred they covered that up a little nicer. But whatever. So over here you have the on-off switch for the eyes. Check that out. Put that back on his head. And as I said, it just slides on. Very easy. And that's how he looks with the eyes. The lights behind there, or the LEDs, are not a colored LED. His eyes come out when they're lit up more of like a red, orangey type of glow. I think that's due to the actual color that the eyes themselves are painted. Not that there's an actual colored light back there. But it looks great. When I put this next to the Sub-Zero Pop Culture Shock exclusive version, it has the same light up eyes. These should look deadly together. I can't put them beside each other right now just because I don't have any space on the Lazy Susan. So I might do that in a separate video. This is just going to be for this right now though. I'll show you what makes it the exclusive. Let me just put this down. The exclusives came with these shoulder pads that he wears in the game. And they're pretty heavy actually. These are solid polystone. And they're labeled left and right, as you can tell. They have two magnets. It's kind of a clever design how to put it in here. As you can see, it's kind of like an L-shaped thing to slide in. And I like the way they designed it, or the way Jerry designed it, because if you wanted to display it without the shoulder pads, you're not going to have like ugly holes here where the shoulder pads snap in, because that would kind of ruin the look a little bit. So instead, if you turn it around, as you can see here, they have these slots just in the back here, labeled left and right, with two magnets in them where these slide in instead. So let me just put these in. I'll show you what it looks like with them on. This is, I got the left side here first. So that just slides in like that. Magnets are very strong as well. It doesn't feel like they're going to fall out or anything like that, which is a plus because, like I said, these are pretty heavy. And where's the hole there? There we go. So those are the shoulder pads. They stick out a little bit from the bust itself, so the profile looks a little wider than Sub-Zero when you have them side by side. But I actually dig it with these shoulder pads. Now that I have it in person, it looks really cool. And I'll obviously be displaying it this way just because it's the exclusive and it looks awesome, mainly. This is number 66 of 100. Here's the certificate of authenticity. It's pretty cool because the classic premium format Scorpion I got just last week is number 6, and this one's 66, so 666, and it just happened to be Scorpion. So I thought that was kind of funny, but awesome piece. Very limited, as you saw, 100 pieces. Not very many of these. So those of you that picked this up and were patient enough to get it in hand, you're gonna love it. Those of you overseas that are still waiting for this, if it's in transit, I'm telling you, you got nothing to worry about. Quality on this thing is the best. You're gonna love it. And in a Mortal Kombat collection, once, you know, if any of you guys out there like me that have pretty much ordered every single Mortal Kombat piece Pop Culture's put out, these will be the centerpieces for a while around the other premium formats and stuff that he's made. Until he makes any more, until Pop Culture Shock makes any more life-size Mortal Kombat busts. And from what I understand, Jerry does have more in the works, but there's not going to be any more MK9 busts made. So the other ones are either going to be classic, or I can't speak today, classic, or the new MKX game designs, where there's going to be some multimedia in there with some cloth and stuff like that, which is going to be cool because some of the Street Fighter pieces he's done, like Ryu and all the rest of those, have cloth and multimedia in them. So that'd be nice to see on some of the newer Mortal Kombat designs in bust form. But other than that, fantastic piece. Can't stop looking at it. And I can't wait to get the other pieces that are on their way right now in the mail, the classic MK Ninjas. I got Smoke and Reptile and Sub-Zero on the way. I already got Scorpion, did a review on that not that long ago, so check that out. But those will be my next pieces to arrive and the next videos I make, so look out for those. And that's it, guys. This is Pop Culture Shock's exclusive Scorpion bust from Mortal Kombat 9. Pick it up while you can. I think the regular is still available. This is sold out, but the regular is just as cool, I'm telling you. So get it while you can. And that's it, guys. Thanks for looking. Take care. Talk to you later.